Here we are again, talking about drama. You gotta like it. You see, drama is actually what made YouTube popular. Well, that and, seeing street fights and people being edgy and all that. But this is, this is borderlining on the illegal side of drama. So I wasn't going to talk about this, but then my friend brought it up. I'm like, okay, interesting. Then the people at work brought it up, and I was like, okay, well, I guess it's a little bit more interesting. Then the YouTuber I usually watch, the YouTubers I watch brought it up, and I was like, God damn it, I guess I'm going to talk about this. So, Jacksfilms accused SSSniperwolf of doxing him as YouTube to demonetize dangerous creator. Now I remember there was a YouTube video talking all about how SSSniperwolf. So how SSSniperwolf was like their vision of a creator, and then you can see the community notes because that's a thing now. You can see community notes under like videos, and the community note was Sniperwolf has doxed a YouTuber named Jacksfilms, and that is totally against YouTube's terms of service. And I 100% agree. Now, to my knowledge, the whole thing is Jacksfilm, his entire channel, his entire thing is, he made whole channels calling out SSSniperwolf about how I don't know if it's stealing, but content, but she will have whole videos unedited and just put them on her YouTube channel, which, okay. And then she'll have, like, videos with, obviously, her reaction, and sometimes she'll have duplicates of video, like, segments in her video, so she'll be reacting to a meme, and she'll say a quirky thing, then 5 minutes into the video, she'll have literally the exact same quip and the exact same meme that she's talking about. And he's apparently made this a whole thing about talking about how she effectively, duplicates content, which to my knowledge I think is against TOS. To my knowledge, I think duplicate content on YouTube is against TOS. Yeah. So anyway, Twitch streamer SSSniper has long been feuding. Recently, yet another dispute erupted between the two YouTubers after SSSniperwolf allegedly shared pictures of Jacksfilms' residence to her Instagram story. I did hear about that. Yeah, that's the whole doxing thing, and apparently showed it to her. I don't know. I think she has like hundreds of thousands of viewers. Some of them are pretty fanatical. Now, again, YouTube dramas, whatever. She could have just ignored him, right? I mean, she could have just said, yeah, I do. What are you going to do about it? I get rich off of it. But the worst thing you can do to a content creator on YouTube is just ignore them, especially a big one. It's like, the idea is to get clicks. The idea is to get views, even if people are shitting on you. And yeah, she now deleted the pictures of his on his ex handle, calling the streamer's actions creepy and gross. And to my knowledge, I think she's against stalking. Like, she's against stalking and all that toxic internet behavior. So I'm not surprised, she actually partakes in it. It says in the Bible, let he who's without sin cast the first stone. Now, I think the Bible has wisdom, regardless, even if I don't believe a single word in the damn thing. And see, my boy Jesus had that shit pat down, right? Because usually it's the people that are the most at fault that will cast the first stones. I mean, I think he understood that. He understood that shit. That's why I think he definitely exists, even if all the other stuff is whatever. So anyway, man, yeah, that Sniperwolf just dossed me on her Instagram. Creepy, gross, violating. What you do is disgusting. You steal content and stalk YouTubers. And see, stealing content's a very, well, I mean, you can argue that she does, but YouTube's apparently fine with it, you know? You'll, like, the thing with the terms of service on YouTube is they're so nebulous. Like, they don't actually tell you exactly what either you did wrong or, like, the rule you broke. And they don't exactly fully flesh it out because they don't want people finding loopholes around their rules. And to me, that sounds like, oh, so you're just going to flap your rules about however way you see fit. Like, I know people who've just, like, usually the idea was the whole 3 strike rule, but you've had people who've lost their entire channel and they don't even know why. Like, they didn't get a single warning, didn't get a single strike. Their just entire channel just went kaput. Which is why I think YouTubers kind of need to band together. Because it's not us versus them. It's not YouTubers versus YouTubers. It's YouTubers versus YouTube, pretty much. But there are certain things YouTubers can do that are, like, a sin. Like, if you do this, you're pretty much the shittiest of the shitty and no one will like you. One is false striking people's videos, right? I think even scammers, to an extent, have more leeway than people who just abuse the striking system just to get someone's video taken down just because they had their feelings hurt. And I do believe doxing is definitely up there. I'm trying to think of other things that have completely destroyed channels. I know there was this time where this one channel was trying to copyright or trademark React content. So literally anyone who did React content, they would try to strike their channel down, and I think it was the Something Brothers. I don't know, it's been a while, but yeah, I know their entire channel went belly up. Scammers, I mean, some of them go belly up, but I think false striking people and doxing, I think that's definitely up there in YouTube. You know, even if YouTube themselves don't do anything about it, like, your YouTube career is effectively over if you do that. John accusations stirred the internet on his ex post, generated over 100,000 likes, more than 2,000 replies, and a series of comments on his post. He further wrote, "She literally posted a video of the outside of our house for all of her 5.6 million followers to see, then deleted it." And it's probably not deleted. Like, people probably have that shit archived and down. And what universe do you think that's okay? YouTube is probably going to do something about it. Because the thing about YouTube is, if you complain on YouTube itself, they don't give a shit. But for some reason, if you talk about it on Twitter, or now X, then they start giving a shit. They're like, oh, hey, you're talking about it on a whole completely different social media site that most people use as their news. Oh, now we need to care. Which I find kind of idiotic, but what you gonna do? But I'm really thinking of what other things on YouTube. Because there's copyright striking, which is mostly what companies do. In pre-2016, YouTube was like, oh, well, if it fits under these guideline rules or if it's parody, it's fine. They've walked the fuck back out of it. Oh, yeah, YouTube has this new system where if you have like a strike or like a terms of service strike or violation. Like, you'll take this test, and if you complete the test, quote unquote, if you don't do a single baddie within, I think it's 30 days, it will be removed. Or I think it's 60 days. I have to read over it. But that's, I mean, it's better than what it used to be post 2016. But it's still like, oh, now you're going to treat me like a fucking child. Huge. But yeah, whatever. You know, YouTube drama, gotta love it. This creep has been harassing me for months, then play the victim. I'm saying I threatened him. Saying I threatened him when I just wanted to talk to him. I have no ill intention, so it's so sad when people have to constantly create drama to pay their bills. I mean, you walked up to his house and filmed his location to the rest of the internet, and you want to talk. Oh yeah, that's just the best thing to happen to a YouTuber, to have their place of residence put on the internet. You know, like what the fuck were you gonna talk about rolling up to his house? I mean, you can also just settle this shit in private. Like, I don't understand why every single interaction has to take place online. Like, you can talk to people behind closed doors. Like, I mean, I think you're the one creating the drama here. Like, you don't have to film every single morsel of interaction you have with this guy. But I mean, you certainly don't have to dox the hell out of him, Sniper. But you most definitely do not need to air your laundry in front of the internet to see, because to my knowledge, everyone's against you. Well, I guess you still have more followers than him or subscribers. I mean, there's obviously people who don't care. They just see pretty woman face and want to see more pretty woman face, which is fine. But you're definitely catching a few L's on this one, in my personal opinion. But what do I know? I'm just some weirdo. Some weirdo with like 20-something followers. But y'all have fun. Peace.